Hello, Travelers for Life. Today we are going to review our trip to Brazil. Well, we landed in Rio de Janeiro around noon. We had a private transfer from the airport to the hotel in Copacabana. And it took about 20 minutes to get there. The first sight that you're going to see and encounter when you get to the area of the Copacabana in Rio is Christ the Redeemer on one side and the Sugarloaf Mountains on the other side. Both sites are incredible to see. After checking in, we decided to go for a stroll on Copacabana. Our hotel was right across. Walked there and had a stroll through the beach. In Rio, there's two main beach areas. One is the Copacabana area, which is the most popular and famous, and the second one is Ipanema. Even though Ipanema is becoming more popular and popular, Copacabana is still more popular. Ipanema is a little safer, but a little bit more expensive than Copacabana. Both are nice places. They have hotels in both areas. What is a visit to Rio without trying the caipirinha drink? This is a national cocktail made out of the cachaca, which is sugarcane hard liquor, sugar and lime. So the next day we had our first tour. We had a combo tour, which is a city highlight tour of Rio de Janeiro and a visit to the main attraction in Rio de Janeiro, Christ the Redeemer, and the Sugarloaf Mountain. So it was a combination. In our city tour part of it, we stopped in different places. One of them was the Celeron Steps. They are a work of the Chilean-born artist George Celeron, who claimed it as my tribute to the Brazilian people. It's an amazing place, very colorful, a great spot to take pictures. And after that, we also stopped at the Maracanã soccer stadium. We had pictures taken with the real World Cup trophy. And by the way, the Brazilian team, national team, I think they have 5 World Cups, so very impressive. Then after that, we went to the monumental, impressive Christ the Redeemer. What can I say about the Redeemer? This is incredible. Even though it was a rainy day, the pictures speak by themselves. Especially Copacabana, you can see it. Yeah, the view from that platform there, it's looking down to Copacabana, and it's amazing. Then we end up that tour visiting the Coronado Sugarloaf Mountain. For this, you start at the bottom of the mountain and take a ride on a cable car all the way up to the Sugarloaf. Needless to say that the views from that observatory platform was breathtaking. I do recommend. They have a nice coffee shop there to have an espresso there while you watch all the view. So a couple of days later, it was time for us to catch a 45-minute flight to Iguazu Falls, right at the border with Argentina. There are actually 2 sides of the falls, one on the Brazilian side and one on the Argentinian side. They say that we didn't go to the Argentinian side, we stood on the Brazilian side. But they say that the Argentina is a much larger falls, and it has a lot of catwalks. The Brazilian, both are incredible. Once we got there, we actually checked into our resort. We booked a resort right at the falls. This resort has its own private zoo for you to admire the local fauna of the Amazon, because it's actually on the rainforest in the Amazon, with an impressive exhibition of birds indigenous to the area. Incredible. Next, we booked a tour to the Triple Frontier landmark. This Triple Frontier is a tri-border area along the junction of Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay, where the Iguazu and Paraná rivers converge. And near that area are the cities of Puerto Iguaçu from Argentina side, Foz do Iguaçu from the Brazil side, and then you have the Ciudad del Este from Paraguay. We waited for the sunset because this is when they have a live show with folklore dancers representing all three different cultures and country. They have restaurants, coffee shops, souvenir gift shops. So we spent a really nice afternoon there in the Triple Frontier. At the end, we transferred back to our resort and got ready for our next morning trip to the Iguazu waterfalls, which was the highlight for my trip. This was a self-guided tour, but our driver slash guide gave us a brief. He gave us a brief general information of the park at the beginning that we got at the park, and we were on our own, trailing through the rainforest leading to the falls. Along the way, pictures and pictures and pictures. Even though they do not do any justice to this place, it is one of those that you must see and experience for yourself. I personally consider these falls one of the natural wonders of South America. I have visited the ones on Niagara Falls. They keep, for me, they're still number one, but in South America, I think these are the most spectacular ones. You have to come in and see these. After spending a couple of days in Iguazu, it was time for us to pack and bring home one unique, amazing memory back home. I do recommend Brazil. It's an amazing country. So if you're planning to visit Brazil anytime soon, we will be more than glad to help you out to plan a perfect vacation and bring back home great memories that will last for a lifetime. All you got to do is just schedule a free consultation at worldquesttravelagency.com, and we will be more than glad to help you with any needs that you have on planning your trip. So thanks for watching. Until next time.